This is your beloved Minister Austin Smith with ZMR Radio on the Wake Up Call. Wake up. Wake up. It's high time. We do always rise, giving all the honor, the preeminence, and the glory to the Most High Yahuwah through His Son, Yahusha HaMashiach. Grateful for another chance, another opportunity to come before you all to bring forth the word of Yahuwah. Let's see what He has for us today. Get me Romans 15:4. Listen to the book.
For whatever Nikatab before,
Whatever was written before time, the things preceding before now,
Nikatab to Lamadas, so that through endurance and through the Nakum of the Ketubim, we might have Tikva.
So the things that were written aforetime came to give us a hope, to give us an expectation, to give us something to hold on to. Lee, get me Yochanan 5:39. And let's see what happened when we search out the things that were written before time. At the end of the day, that's for every one of us. We got to look to get something that we can hold on to, something that can keep us from falling, something that can keep us from fainting. We got to look for it and see what's in the scriptures. Sure. That's what's going to help us to continue. Come on, Lee.
Search the Ketubim.
Search the Ketubim. Search the writings.
In which you say that you have in them Alam Kai.
A lot of people, they read the word and they feel like they can connect with the word. Okay, I see this and I can connect with it. But let's see what it's talking about.
They testify about me.
Everything written before time was testifying about Yahusha. If you later on in the book Yahusha, he goes through and he shows them, he explains to them everything written in the Ketubim and how those things actually connect to him. The reality is the only way that we can get ourselves a connection through the word is that we connect with Yahusha. That's the only way that we're going to be able to get that expectation, that cord that we can hold on to. Chris, get me Yochanan chapter 1:1. Listen to the book.
Barashit was the Debar.
In the beginning was the word.
And the Debar was with Elohim.
So that same word that we come through and we get that expectation through, that same word that was written aforetime, that word was from the beginning.
And the Debar was Elohim.
And the Debar was Elohim.
Yes,
that
sir.
word was Elohim.
He was in Barashit with Elohim.
The word was in the beginning with Elohim.
Everything made to be through his Yod, and without him, not even one made to be all that made to be.
So what that's telling us right now is everything that came forth to be made came forth by the word. If you look at the book of Barashit, chapter 1, everything that was created, before you saw it come into existence, he said it.
That's
he
right.
spoke it with his mouth, with his words. The only way that we're going to get a life in us, it's going to have to be through the word. Come on, Chris.
In him was Kai, and the Kai was the Aura for the Bani of Anashim.
In him was Kai, and that Kai was our for us. And that's how we take on life. When in Barashit, what was there in the beginning? It was darkness. It was void. There was nothing there. There was no solid. There was nothing solid. There was nothing concrete. When we come through and we get our understanding through the word, that gives us something concrete that we can hold on to, something concrete that we can stand upon. And now once we have something concrete, we can build upon it. But if we don't have the word, we don't have no stability. We have nothing that we can build upon. All the seeds that are going in us, if we don't have the word, those seeds are in vain. It cannot bring forth fruit. Come on.
The Aura shone in Kashak.
That Aur shined out of Kashak.
And the Kashak did not overtake it.
And the Kashak didn't overtake it. Now, how many of us can say that for ourselves? When we hear the word, when that word comes and it's getting in us, we don't let the Kashak come in and overtake us. A lot of times we hear the word and we're supposed to be shining and we take knowledge of the fact that we're supposed to be an Aur to the Alam. We're supposed to be a light to the world, but we consistently let the darkness overtake us. We fall prey to Kata over and over again. Lee, get me Yochanan chapter 11:1.
Yes, sir.
Listen to the book.
There was a sick Ish,
There was a sick man.
Lazar from Bethany, the village of Marim, and her Akut Martha.
They'll call him Lazarus.
This was Marim who applied the Adon with ointment.
This
And
is the
wiped
same
his,
one that anointed the Mashiach, which Mashiach just means the anointed one. So that's how he came in to fulfill that. Come on.
and wiped his feet dry with her hair. Lazar, her brother, her Ak, was sick. His Akut sent for him, saying, My Adon, behold, he he whom you ahab is sick.
The one that you love is sick. So it's a relationship. Clearly, there had to be a relationship between Yahusha and Lazarus for him to have a point of ahab with him.
Yahushua heard this and said, this sickness is not for moot. Rather, it is for the kabod of Elohim, so that the ben of Elohim may be glorified in it.
So what he told her right there, he said that sickness that Lazarus had, that's the sickness that's not unto moot. Now, what do we have when our sickness is sin? That's the sickness that's unto moot, because the wages of sin is what? Is death. So that's the sickness that's unto death. But this sickness that Lazarus had that relationship with Yahusha, and he told him, he said, well, look, with this one right here, this ain't nothing to moot. But what is it, Lee?
Now Yahushua ahab Martha and her akut and Lazarus. When he heard that he was sick, he delayed and remained for 2 yamim in the place where he was there.
So when Yahusha heard that he was sick, he said, well, I'm going to stay here with him since he's sick.
Afterward, he said to his Talmudim,
What did he say to him?
come and let us return to the Arats of Yehuda. His Talmudim said to him, Ra'ah, just now the Yahudim were seeking to stone you, and you will go back there? Yahushua answered, are there not 12 hours in the yom?
Are there not 12 hours in a day? I can Chris, do me a favor. Hold me, Yochanan 3:16. Come on.
If anyone walks by yom, he shall not stumble.
If any man walks by the yom, he shall not stumble. And what do we have in the yom? We have light. And when we have light, we have no occasion of stumbling. So the reason why we consistently stumble and we consistently fall when tests and situations come against us, because we're not walking in the light. Come on.
Because he sees the aura of this alone. The one who walks in the Layla shall stumble, because the aura is not in him. After he spoke like this, that he said to them, our Rayah Lazarus is asleep.
Our Rayah Lazarus, he's asleep.
I am going so that I may wake him.
I'm going so that I can wake him up.
His Talmudim said to him, Ma'adan, if he is sleeping, he shall recover.
If he's sleeping, he shall recover.
Yahushua was speaking about his moot, but they thought that he was speaking about sleeping for rest. Then Yahushua said to them plainly, Lazarus is dead. I am glad for your sake that I was not there, so that you may believe.
So the things that happened with Lazarus, this happened to create a situation so that way Yahusha can show you something. I'm trying to give you a premise that you can take forth and you can live with. Chris, get me Yochanan 1:1. Go ahead, keep reading, Chris. Keep reading, Lee.
And now let us travel and go to him.
Now let us travel and go to him. Let us go to Lazarus. Let us go to that one that was sleeping.
Therefore, Thomas, who is called Didymus, said to his fellow Talmudim, let us also go so that we may moot with him.
Later on, they'll call him old Doubting Thomas. People always like, old Doubting Thomas. Doubting Thomas told him, he said, let us go with you.
Yahushua came and found him, who had been lying 4 yamim in the tomb.
Yahusha came and he came to Lazarus. Lazarus had been lying about how many yamim now?
4 yamim in the tomb.
4 yamim in the tomb. So this ain't something that's fresh. It's been a couple of days since he's been living in the moot.
Yes, sir.
Or he's been moot.
Bethany was near Jerusalem, about 15 stadion away. Many of the Yahudim came to the Beth of Martha and Marim to console them regarding their op.
So not just Yahusha had an ahop for him, but clearly there was other people that had a relationship with him that they also became sad through this moot.
And it came to pass when Martha heard that Yahushua had come, she went out to greet him. But Marim remained in the bed. Martha said to Yahushua,
what did she say?
Ma'adan, if only you had been here.
If only you had been here.
For then my ak would not have moved.
So if only you would have been here, my ak wouldn't have moved. If only the light would have been here, you wouldn't have moved. Let's see how that worked. Give me that Yochanan 1:1. Listen to the book.
Barashit was the Debar.
In the beginning was the Word.
And the Debar was with Elohim.
And the Debar was with Elohim.
And the Debar was Elohim.
And the Debar was Elohim.
He was in Barashit with Elohim. Everything made to be through his Yod, and without him not even one made to be all that made to be. In him was Kai.
In him was life.
And the Kai was the Aura of the Bani of Anashim.
And that life was the light of Anashim. Had Yahusha been there, had that light been there, Lazarus wouldn't have moved. Had you had that light in you, you wouldn't fall. You wouldn't move. Come on.
The Aur shone in Kashat.
The Aur shine in Kashat.
and the Kashak did not overtake it.
And the Kashak did not overtake it. Come on, go ahead. Finish up, Lee.
Even now I know that whatever you ask of Elohim, Elohim shall give you.
Whatever you ask of Elohim, I know that he'll give it to you. They knew that based off of what they have seen from Yahusha, that when he asked the Father for something, the Father would give him just what he asked.
Yahushua said to her, your ox shall come again.
Your ox shall live again. He should take on life again. He was mute. He was in a place of darkness, but he's going to take on life again.
Martha said to him, I know that he shall rise at the Zerach on the last yom.
I know he'll raise up in the resurrection.
Yahushua said to her, I am the Zerach and the Kai.
I am the life. I am the light. I'm the light that you're going to take on life with. That's how we're going to take on life. It's got to be through Yahusha. Come on.
The one who believes in me,
the one who believes on me,
shall Kai even if he move.
Shall take on life even if he move. Because our belief in him, that's going to be us taking on the sunshine. That's going to be how we're going to be nourished and brought up. Even if you look at a plant, guess what? All the sun does is shine. It's on the plant to take that light and do the work within itself to take on fruit that it might grow and that it might take on nourishment. So when we hear the word, it's not his responsibility to go in you and work in you and tell you, hey, Jahi, this is what you need to do to live right. I'm going to come inside of you and I'm going to work you and make you tamim. I'm going to come inside of you, Tim. I'm going to work you and make you tamim. His job is to shine. When the word comes forth, that word is shining in you. It's your responsibility. You have to make a choice within yourself to say, hey, I hear the word. I'm going to let it come in and take root in me, and I'm going to grow thereby. Come on, Lee.
So, anyone who Kai and among in me,
anyone that live and believe in me,
shall never move at all.
Shall never move at all. We all know that we got to take on a natural sleep, but guess what? We believe in him. We won't never die. That's a rest for those that believe. Those that are tamim, that's a rest for us because we know that we're going to do what? We're going to live again. We're going to take on life again. Come on.
Do you among this debar?
Do you believe this word? Do you believe this word? Do you? Really, a lot of us, it's so easy for us to say we believe, I believe, I believe. But really, when you come for a time to demonstrate that belief in your actions, you fail. And you get it, and you show that you don't believe. You never believe. If you really believe, you wouldn't be falling and fainting to the very things that keep taking you captive. You are in the captivity of darkness. That darkness is sin. Come on.
She said to him, yes, my Adon.
Yes, my Adon.
I have believed that you are the Mashiach, the Ben of Elohim, who has come to the Alam. Having said this, she went and called her Akut Marim privately, saying, behold, the Alamit is here.
Behold, the teacher is here.
And he is calling for you.
The one that gives information, that Alamit, he's here, and he's calling for you. You ain't gonna, when the word is coming forth, that word is calling for you. When we look at preachers, we look at people who are sent, people who Yahuwah gave a message to. They were sent out to spread forth the word. But guess what? Before he called me to be a preacher, he called me to live a life. Before anything that we might grow and become to be, before you became a person behind the camera, before you became a person making ZMR, you were called to live a life. The master, the one that teaches, he's been calling for you. Why won't you answer? Come to him. The light giver is calling for you. Come to the light. Come on.
When she heard this,
what happened when she heard it?
She arose and came to him.
So when I heard that the teacher was looking for me, it brought something forth in me. I arose. I came to see what it is that he got to tell me. Just like when we come to service, we're coming to hear what the teacher has for us to hear. Come on.
Yahushua had not yet come into the village, but was still standing in the place where Martha met him there.
They were still waiting on the sun to rise. The sun hadn't came to him yet. They were still waiting on that sun to rise in them. Come on.
When the Yahudim who had come to her Beth to console her saw that Marim had risen suddenly and had gone out, they followed after her.
They followed after her. They said, we see you getting up. Let us follow after you because you were just sad. Just like when you look at Daoud, when his son was about to move, they saw that he was sad. Everybody looked upon his low countenance. His countenance had fallen. But now the same thing happened with her. When they saw that she got up, said, well, let's see what it is that's sparking something in you for you to get up and walk and leave from that place of sadness that you were in.
Supposing that she was going to the tomb to weep there.
They said, well, maybe she got to be going to weep at the tomb.
Marim came to the place where Yahushua was standing there. She saw him and fell at his feet, said to him, my Adon, if only you had been here, my ox would not have moved.
If the sun had been here, my ox wouldn't have moved.
And it came to pass when Yahusha saw her weeping, and the Yahudim who had come with her weeping as well, his ruach became indignant and he trembled. He said, where have you laid him?
Where have you laid him?
They said to him, my Adam, come and see.
Come and see. Come, let us come. We'll show you exactly where he laid at. We'll show you exactly where that darkness is holding him.
Yahusha wept.
Yahusha wept. It came to a point of sadness even for him, because of that ahab that he had from him, that love that he had, that connection, that relationship that he had with Lazarus.
The Yahudim were saying, behold, how great is the ahab that he had for him.
How great is the ahab that he had for him, that even Yahusha, the teacher, the master, he himself cried.
But there were some who said, is not one who opens the eyes of the blind also able to prevent him from dying?
So the same one, Yahusha, who was able to bring light into the eye, because it told you about, what did he tell you about the eye?
Light of the body.
That's the light of the body. So if I'm opening the eyes, I'm giving light to that body. So what happened when that eye was closed? There was no light in it, it was darkness. So the same one that came through and he gave light into the body, he's coming forward to give us life. Matter of fact, where you at? Chris, give me Yochanan 3:16. Let's see. Because what was it that, how did Yahusha feel about Lazarus? He ahabed him. Okay, so let's see what happened when we get ahab. Come on.
For Elohim, Ahaba the Alam.
So for Elohim, ahaba the alam. He had a love for the alam. He had a connection for the alam.
With an abundant Ahab.
With an abundant ahab. This isn't something that's a small relationship. I have a deep love for you.
To the extent that he gave his only being.
To the extent that he gave his only being. I sent forth, what we just read in Yochanan, the first chapter of the book of Yochanan, he sent forth the light. He had such an ahab for us that he sent forth light in us to give us life. Come on, Chris.
So that all who are among in him.
So that all who believe on him
shall not perish.
Shall not perish. That all who believe on the light should not perish. That all who believe on the light, who give us life, can take on life. Come on.
But rather, Kai, Alam Kai.
We won't move, but we'll take on Alam Kai.
Yes, sir. For Elohim did not shalak his being into the Alam to mashpah the Alam.
He didn't send him just to condemn him.
But rather so that the Alam may be saved in him.
That way through him, the Alam could be saved. That way through him, the Alam could take on life. What they kept telling Yahusha, they said, Adon, if you would have been here, what would have happened?
He wouldn't have moved.
He wouldn't have moved. That's the whole purpose of why the Father sent the Son, so that way we won't move. So that way we won't take on that death as a sin. We all have to take on a natural slumber and sleep, but we can live through Yahusha. If we believe on him, we'll take on life. Come on, pick me back up, Lee.
Yes, sir.
What verse I got you at?
We at 38 now.
Okay, 38. Listen to the book.
Once more, Yahushua grew indignant in his ruach and came to the tomb, which was a cave with a bun over its entrance.
So when Yahusha looked on their affairs, he looked on what they were going through. When he looked on the situation with Lazarus, it became to be a problem even within himself. This became to be a hurt in him. Seeing you suffer, that does something to me.
Yahushua said,
what did he say?
Remove the stone from it.
Remove the stone from him. Remove the things that are holding him back. Remove it and do what happened, Lee.
Martha, the acout of the deceased, said to him,
what did she say?
My Adon, behold.
My Adon, behold.
Already he smells.
He's got to be smelling by now. He's been in moot for over 4 days now. Yep. He's got to be smelling by now. Come on.
For he has been moot for Yamin. Yahushua said to her, did I not tell you that if you are mine, you shall behold the kabod of Elohim?
If you are mine, you'll behold the kabod of Elohim. Even though we done all failed to sin, just like Lazarus had fallen in the moot. And surely Akatah, it's a stink in his nostrils. We all stink, but let's see what he can do.
They removed the bun where the deceased was placed there, and Yahushua.
They rolled back the stone where he was placed at. They removed the things that were holding him captive and holding him back.
And Yahushua lifted his eyes high and said,
he lifted his eyes up towards the Shamayim, towards the expansions. And what did he say?
I thank you.
I thank thee, O Abba.
My Abba, for you have answered me.
You answered me.
I knew that you always answer me.
Why?
However, on account of these who are around me, I have spoken so that they shall among in me that you shall lock me.
Just like if you look early on in that 11th chapter, he told him, he said that the sickness that Lazarus had, it wasn't to move because it was just a situation. Just like you look at the book of Sharath, chapter 14, it told you that when the situation happened with Lazarus, that Yahuwah had sought an occasion against the Philistines. What happened with Lazarus, with him being sick, that was an occasion, an opportunity for Elohim to show what he could do. He did take on a natural sleep, but it wasn't for him to move. He was going to get back up. Just like Yahusha told him, he said, they told Yahusha, they said, well, we know he'll get back up in the resurrection. No, I can get you back up right now. I can get you back up from this situation that you've fallen prey to. I can raise you up. Come on, Lee.
The deceased came out, his hands and feet wrapped in burial garments, and his panni covered with a headscarf.
What was his hands and his feet wrapped in?
Wrapped in burial garments.
Wrapped in burial garments. Just like when we kept reading before in the 6th chapter of the book of Romans, and we kept talking about how not letting our members be used to sin. His members were holding captive to the grave garments, to the grave clothes. So those grave clothes were holding him captive. I cannot get free because those dead things are still holding me back. Not only do we have to remove the stone, which is taking away that blockage from our information and our knowledge, but we also have to let go of the sin that's holding us captive. Come on.
I'm sorry, skill 43.
Okay, pick me back up at 43.
And it came to pass when he finished speaking, he called out in a loud voice.
He called out in a loud voice.
Lazarus, arise.
Rise, come
out.
Come out, Lazarus, come out.
The deceased came out.
The dead came out.
His hands and feet wrapped in burial garments.
His hands and his feet were wrapped in burial garments. Okay, in the book of Yeshayahu, the 58th chapter of the book of Yeshua, in verse 1, what does it say? Cry aloud and do what? Spare not. Do what? Lift up your voice like a teruah. Lift up your voice like a trumpet. He cried with a loud voice and said, Lazarus, come forth. And what else to tell after that, Jahi? Cry aloud, spare not, lift up that voice like a trumpet, and do what? Show my people their transgression. Show my people the very thing that's holding them captive. Show my people the very thing that's holding them feet from walking the way I told them to walk. Show my people the very thing that's holding their hands from doing the two works that I call for them to do. That's the whole purpose of what Yahusha came to do. He came to free us from those dead works. He came to free us from the very thing that's been holding us captive, from the very thing that's been holding us bondage. All you got to do is hearken to the sound. When you hear him call forth and he says, princess, come forth, princess. When he called forth and he said, Jahi, come forth, Jahi. When he said, come forth, Tim. When he tell you to come forth, make sure you come forth because he's trying to give you life. Come on, Lee.
The deceased came out.
His
hands and feet wrapped in burial garments.
If you desire life, you'll come out. When he called your name, you'll come out if you desire life. You don't have to stay in death. You don't have to stay in darkness. You can come to the light. Come on, Lee.
And his face covered with a headscarf. Yahushua said to them, release him and let him go on his way.
Release him and let him go on his way. It's that simple. All you got to do is come to the light. That man calling you. Why won't you come? Why don't you desire life? Why don't you desire to take on life? Why do you want to stay in the place of mood? Why do you want to stay where he's keeping you captive? Why do you want to stay and let sin hold you down and hold you back? Remove those things that's blocking you. Tell those grave clothes to let you go. I got to do something else. It's time for me to take on life. I can't stay in darkness and say I want to take on light. I got to leave the kashak and go on to the light. In the first chapter of the book of Yohanan, it told you that darkness did not overtake the light. In the King James Version, it tells you it did not comprehend it. That's a knowledge. The only way I can overtake something is I have to first comprehend it, and I know how I can overtake it. So if darkness can't understand the light, it can't overtake it. If we take on knowledge, darkness, sin, it cannot overtake us. Death cannot overtake us. Through our knowledge, we take on light. Through that light, we take on life. Come on, Lee. Chris, get me, Ephesians chapter 5:1.
When many of the Yahudim who had come to Marim saw that what Yahushua did, they amoned in him.
They amoned on him. They believed when they saw the light.
There were some of them who went to the Parashim and told them that what Yahushua had done. Then the Rosh Kohanim and the Parashim assembled a council and said, what shall we do?
What shall we do? That's the very thing. You know why they said, what should we do? They couldn't comprehend it. They couldn't comprehend what was going on. They couldn't understand that light had come into the lump. They couldn't understand that what happened when Lazarus came up, that was a product of Ahab. That's the same thing that we're looking to get from him taking Ahab in us. Come on, get me Ephesians chapter 5 and 1. Listen to the book.
Therefore, halak in the Darakim of Elohim, as
Halak in the Darakim. Walk in the ways of light.
as Kabibi Benin,
As Kabi Benin, as beloved Benin. That's us taking on that Ahab. That Ahab that Yahuwah had for the alarm, that's us taking on that Ahab.
and halak in Ahab, just as the Mashiach also has Ahab you.
And walk in the Ahab, just as the Mashiach has Ahab us. The Mashiach Ahab Lazarus, and he got him up. That Mashiach, he gonna raise us up. But he has an Ahab for us. But we have to live in a way to be deserving of that Ahab. He's not just giving that Ahab. That's gonna come off of a relationship. When we obtain a relationship with the Mashiach, he'll raise us up, and we can walk in his Ahab.
And gave himself up for us as a Zabak.
And he gave himself up, just like when we read in the book of Yehukanan, chapter 3 and 16. Elohim so loved the alarm that he gave his only begotten son. The son gave himself so that we can take on light. And that light was the life.
And a misbah to Elohim for a fragrant aroma.
For a fragrant aroma.
But fornication, or all uncleanness, or Ahab of greediness, let it not be even be named among you, as is proper among Kodashim.
So it said that we can do what about that aroma?
A fragrant aroma.
A fragrant aroma. What they told you about Lazarus? They said he been dead 4 days. Surely he stink. He been held down. Surely he stink. When we take on sin, we stink. But we don't have to stink, because what he told us about that fornication, that uncleanness.
Let it not be named among you, as is proper among Kodashim.
Let it not be named among you. Don't when he come back, don't let him find those grave clothes on you, because that's a stink in his nostrils. If you want to raise you up, you're going to have to take off those grave clothes. You're going to have to take off the very thing that's holding you back. Even when it talked about not just the things that were holding back his feet and his hands, but it told you about the napkin that was upon his face.
That's right.
In the Tahalim, chapter 101, the 101st division of Tahalim at verse 3, it told you, I shall set no wicked thing before my face.
That's right.
Even the things that we have before our face that are wicked, that are wrong, we have to take those things off our face if we're going to take on life. Not just freeing our hands and our feet so that we can work and we can walk, but also the things that we look onto, the things that come into our minds. We have to take off the rosha so that we can put on the tube. Take off the bad so we can take on the good. Take off darkness so we can take on life. Come on, Chris.
Also neither filthiness,
Neither filthiness,
nor foolish things, nor coarse jesting, which are not fitting, but a call of thanksgiving.
The things that Lazarus had on, it wasn't fitting. It wasn't fitting.
For this you know with certainty,
But this ye know with certainty.
that every fornicator, or unclean one, or lover of greediness, who is like lover of idolatry, has no part in inheritance in the Malkuth of the Mashiach and Elohim.
You have no part in life. When you doing Rosha works and Rosha ways, you have no part in life. You are stinking them. Come on.
Let no one deceive you with empty dabarim.
Let no one deceive you with empty words. A lot of times you get preachers who come forward and they tell you this good peace and prosperity doctrine. Don't let them deceive you. Don't let them deceive you. If you're doing Rosha works, how you going to get your peace? How you going to get your prosperity? How are you going to take on light? You can't take on light and do the things of darkness. You have to take off darkness to put on light. Come on, Chris.
For because of the things, the wrath of Elohim comes upon the Bani of disobedience. Therefore, do not be partakers with them.
Don't be partakers with them.
For you were formerly Kashab, but now you are our in our Adon.
You were formerly Kashak. You were formerly the Benim of darkness. But now you're what?
Our in our Adon.
Now you're our and I done. You're our through the one who was sent to, the light that was sent. The light that was sent to shine in us. The light that was sent to shine in us so that we can grow. That way we can take on life. We can continue. We can get in abundance. That's really how you're going to get your prosperity. You want prosperity? You want somebody to teach you? This prosperity right here. All you got to do is take off darkness and take on life. Come on.
Halak as Benim of Aur.
Walk as Benim of light.
Yes, sir. For the Pari of the Aur is all acts of kindness and Sadiq and Amat.
So when we take on light and that light shine in us, we can bring forth what type of pari?
Acts of kindness
Acts of kindness
and Sadiq.
and Sadiq. The reason why your actions aren't Sadiq and your actions aren't kind is because you have a darkness in you. Come on.
Right. And Amat.
And Amat. The
Yes,
reason
sir.
why you don't speak Amat, he told every one of you speak Amat to your neighbor. The reason why you don't do that is because you done become the Benim of Kashab.
That's right.
How you gonna take on life? How is something gonna grow in you and you moot and you dead? Come on.
Examining what is well pleasing in the
Examining what is well pleasing.
in the of our Adon.
What is well pleasing in the sight of him.
Yes,
when
sir.
he looks at you, when he looks at your life, is it pleasing to him? When he comes back and he examines your life, is it pleasing to him? Is it something that he's desiring of? Or is it something he said, away with it? I don't want to see it because it's a stink in my nostrils. It's an abomination. I don't even want to see him. Come on.
And do not participate in the acts of Kashak,
And don't participate in the acts of Kashak. Don't do those dead works anymore. Come on.
that shall not be pari, but rather reprove them.
Those dead works you're doing, they're not fruitful. They can't give you no fruit.
That's right. For if it is shameful even to speak of what is done by them in secret.
It's a shame to talk about what's done by them in secret. Guess what? When Lazarus was behind that stone, who could see him? Nobody could see him because it was secret. That's the same thing that happened with your life. When you living in sin, I'm hiding my sin. You don't want to come to the light. You don't want to come to the light because that light gonna bring forth correction. You don't want to you don't want to get corrected. You want to stay in darkness. But the word came to call you out of darkness and call you into light. The word is calling your name. Your name ain't Lazarus, but it's calling your name. Your name is being called. Why won't you listen? Why won't you hearken to the sound of the trumpet? Why won't you hearken? Just like before service start, we always blow the trumpet. That's symbolic, but we looking for when the real trumpet come and the real trumpet sound that we rise and we take on life, that we come forth, that we be loose from that moot. Come on, Chris.
But all this is revealed when it is proven by the Aur.
All this is revealed when it's proven by the Aur. Another thing it told you about the reproof. That's what the word came to do, because all scripture was given by the inspiration of Elohim, was profitable for what? For doctrine, for reproof, for correction, instruction, and sadiq, that the Isha Elohim may be what? Tamim, truly furnished unto all good works. That's the fruit. My works are my fruit. What fruit are you bringing forth? What are your works? Is the word coming through to reprove you, or is it going to come through to be your condemnation? Because the light didn't come to condemn you, but that through Yahusha, we might take on life. Come on, Chris.
For everything is revealed is Aur.
For everything that is revealed is Aur. What it tell you in the King James, say everything that make manifest is light. If you were doing two works, it would be making manifest some fruit. And we would know that it is light. But the reason why your fruit show, the reason why you have no fruit and your work show that you are in Kashak is because you still held captivity to sin. You still have those dead works, those dead desires, those dead things holding you back and holding you captive that you can't even come forth to light. You haven't even begun to roll back the stone that's blocking you from taking on knowledge. Just like in the book of Bereshit, chapter 1 and verse 1, it tells you that in the beginning, the world was without form. It was void. Just like our ignorance, that's void of knowledge. So if we want to take on form, if we want to take on shape, that something can be planted in us that we can take on life, we have to take on the word. That word is how we're going to take on life. That word is how we're going to grow. Come on, Chris.
Therefore, he says, wake up, you who sleep.
Wake up, you who sleep. That's why this is called the wake up call, because I'm calling forth to tell you to wake up. Come on.
And Zarok from the moot.
And arise from the moot. When he called forth, he did it with a loud voice. He said, Lazarus, come forth. The word is calling your name right now, telling you to come forth. And all you got to do is come to the light. It ain't that hard. It's really that easy. Come on, Chris.
And the Mashiach shall shine on you.
And the Mashiach will shine on you. If you want life, come forth. It's that easy, folks. Take off those dead works. Be loose from sin. Roll back the stone that's blocking you from taking on the knowledge and information. Take off the napkin that's upon your face that's stopping you from beholding the very thing that came to give you life, and that is the light. Let that light shine on you. Take on fruit, and your fruit will remain. And when Yahuwah comes back and he sends Yahusha for the harvest, guess what he'll do? He'll take you. He'll choose you, and he'll call your name. That's my time.
Yes,
I do you
sir.
You are listening to Dr. Evie.